it. It's all focused and everything. All right, cool.
Okay,
so,
thank you.
Yeah, that's right. This video here is going to illustrate the different things that we talked about today. The rhythm structure of the song "Reckless Heart," "Reckless Love," "Reckless Love," because that's really crucial in this song. If you think about little big things, meaning little things that we're doing in our rhythm, is going to make a big impact. So, and try not to do them all at once. Like, the thing that's fun about this song is it's E minor DC or E minor DCG. That's it. I mean, that's what's so awesome about it, is you can play just that E minor DC if you want, and do different things with it. And then you're kind of connecting what we're working with technically and learning the new skills and things with an actual song. And then there's the other side of the token, which is the super fun side, I think, which is the creative exploration. So we'll go through all that in this video. Okay, so we'll start off with the Reckless Love. Before I spoke a word, you were singing over me. 2 on that last one.
Okay.
You've been so, so good to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You've been so, so kind to me. Oh, oops. Okay, so that's going to be one of the areas that you've expressed that is a problem. So the biggest thing is when you get to that C, that's when you start really picking it up. Okay. And you can even pick it up on those last 2 lines, you know.
Okay.
I took a breath, you breathe your life in me. But I'm going to take that back. I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Because you really keep the dynamic the way that we are doing. Okay. So I have ADD. I've had an idea. It wasn't good. So what we're going to do is we're going to bounce between the last line of the verse into the first line of the chorus, and then that way you can just, because if you just see it, you'll get it. The biggest thing is just start the rhythm on the kind to me. So you've been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming never end. So the overwhelming is like a overwhelming. Then it goes back into the solid. And in reckless love, he chases me down, fights till. That's just a strategy. It's just a technique. I don't think it sounds as good on the second line, but the beginning, that works really well too, because since you've started that rhythm in the verse, when you carry it over to the chorus, you want to make sure that there's a little bit of a break for the listener's ears. Like, oh, this must be the chorus because there's that little spot. So go through that one more time, and then we'll go through the other stuff. You've been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love. It's hard for me to keep it simple. I did something else there.
I liked it too.
It'll be easily replicated, but don't worry about it on this tape.
I liked it really good.
Maybe after you've seen the video a few times, you might be able to do that. But anyway, yeah, there's so much you can do. It's so fun in that regard. Okay, so we're going to pull up a backing track, the key of A minor, and the style of Journey. Okay. And if you really like this, I can send you a link. So, we know that we've got the key of A minor going through here, right? So E to F is a half step, F to G is a full step, G to A. So then you've got the A, right? Okay. But then you've got the A here, which is just open. Then here you've got a D, E, F, G, A. So these are all the different launch points, and they're really powerful. Like, even though this is, like, that's 2 different spots that you can start something. So the launch spot is going to be where you start the noodling. But it's also, if it's on the E string, that's where you start the pentatonic scale. Okay. So you know that's an A. You know you're on the top E string. So now it's pentatonic scale ready. So then you can. taking a couple notes and repeating them can be a really powerful thing to do. So then you can, the fifth, you can launch into any kind of noodling you want. Now I'm back into the scale. Right, so we talked about that box pattern.
Yeah.
Maybe on that first or on the last one, you just go do a little noodling. Back to noodling. So that's how you can incorporate it. That sounds really good. I didn't know what you even mean to do that.
That's really good. Yeah.
So then anything that's on the top E string is going to repeat on the bottom E string because the top E string is essentially the bottom E string. So both E. So this is an idea of noodling across an entire string. You'll see that fifth is a pretty good chance that if you're in key, okay, now I'm in key, that fifth trick is going to work.
Yeah. Okay. That's with a string in between.
Okay. So there's Reckless Love. That's talking about the pentatonic and the noodling. Oh, the chop. Okay. So now we're talking about the phase in the technique page that talks about the mutes and the chops. So the mute's just going to be the...
It's hard to get started. Get yours going.
Okay, so I'm just muting it. It is tough to do.
I can't get that going back up. I want to go back down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You really have to slow your brain down after that.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not really hitting the guitar yet. Okay, so when we talked about the dynamics of things, this is just going to be the first level of it, right? Then you can kind of put some stuff into it, and then you're up in the 2s and 3s already by doing that. So the other thing you can do is you can hit the guitar at the same time and create this percussive sound.
Okay, you're kind of hitting it.
So we'll go. So when you put it together, to make it kind of sound like music, it'd be... Okay, that's down the road. Keep in mind, this is an advanced thing. It might take a long time to get that. Yeah. And if it's something that you do for a while and you don't want to, then you don't.
I like it.
Yeah, that's what's so fun about guitar is you learn all these different techniques and ideas and approaches, and then you take what works for you.
Yeah, then you go with it. Yeah.
So, then the other thing is going to be the full mute. So the way you do that is you use the backside of your pinky finger here on your hand, and you just kind of play around with it, and there's a real distinct threshold. Like right there, you lose all the sound.
Yeah.
But if it's back here,
sounds really good. Cool.
So these are all things that are happening in the right hand when you watch somebody play guitar. You just don't realize it because there's so much other stuff going on.
Yeah.
But really, the technique does come from the right hand. Okay. So that's going to be how you do that. And an example that I think you should try if you want is the D, okay? Because it's only the last 4 strings. So what you can do is you can 5, 6, 7, 8, lift. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I get.
5, 6, 7, 8. These are just the D tricks.
Okay.
Like, you know, ukuleles. Okay, so now what you do is you turn your hand into a gate. So for the most part, I've got my hand there, but I just go.
Looks like it's kind of coming up that way.
Just lifting that hand up just a little bit.
Okay.
So then when you apply that with the D-tricks,
Cool.
what's crazy about all that is you
so
can
good.
see I just threw a couple of basic chords in there that we already know,
Yeah.
and it quickly just sounds like music.
So really great.
So once you can really learn the right-handed technique, and then like you have been doing with Reckless Love, just memorizing what you need to do as far as just getting your fingers to flow smoothly. Break that in half. Work on that for a few minutes, just getting the smoothness of that. Then work on the technique a little bit, and then you put the two together, and that's the secret to learning to play the guitar.
Really good. Yeah,
I know you've probably heard me say that before, so I'm glad it's on video. Is that's the truth. If you can cultivate your left side, cultivate your right side, and learn how your brain can play nice. Okay, left hand, you get along with your right hand now. You understand me? Put you in timeout. It's the first time I'm hearing it too. When you put it all together, it's cohesive, it's awesome, and it's
sounds good. Yeah.
the basic foundation of learning to play anything. Anything you learn in guitar, you got to learn on the left, got to learn on the right, and then put it all together. Okay, so that is it. Peace out. You just hit the record button. Or
is that this thing or that is?
Yeah, that's it.